The minority in Parliament is demanding the immediate summoning of the National Security Coordinator following a reported raid on the residence of former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. Speaking on the floor of Parliament, First Deputy Minority Whip Habib Idrisu condemned the incident, calling it a direct threat to Ghana's democratic values. ChannelOne News' Ni Ayikwe Okain reports.
On Tuesday, a group of individuals, including some in military and police uniforms, raided the residence of former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. Now, the incident occurred in cantonment while Ofori-Atta was reportedly out of the country. Sources reveal that about 12 individuals, 5 in military uniforms, 1 in police uniform, and the rest in plain clothes, carried out the raid. Now, during proceedings in Parliament on Wednesday, the First Deputy Minority Whip Habib Idrisu condemned the act and called for the National Security Coordinator to be summoned before the House over the matter.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta had officially written to the Chief of Staff that he will not be in the country, and he was given that permission, and then he left. It is not acceptable. 2 weeks ago, the former Defense Minister, Nitiwul, was stopped, and then his car was chased to Parliament to be seized. Mr. Speaker, this is not the democracy that we are all enjoying, and for former ministers' houses to be raided, I think the National Security Minister needs to come around to be able to explain. And government must stop the raiding of the houses of the former appointees. It's completely unnecessary, and National Security must brief this House, and government must brief us as to why they are aware that Mr. Ofori-Atta is not in the country. We have officially written to them, and they still raid his house.
When my house was raided by AK-47 wielding National Security operatives, when they banged on my door, creating fear and panic, sending my 6-year-old child into a state of hysteria, into a state of fear. We had members here. They never commented on it. And I commend Professor Michael Quay on that day when he stood up and ruled that what they were doing was wrong. Mr. Speaker, they took my phone, they took my laptops, and took it to the United Kingdom to investigate me. Today, a very simple matter. You are scared of it? Mr. Speaker, let me explain something. The OSC has declared Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta as a fugitive. As a fugitive. Mr. Speaker, in our local language, fugitive, in our local language, it means that what in what Kamura. Or, to put it simply, wajibam, or in the Hausa language, otilo, or to put it in a more simpler way, ya gudu. It's as simple as that, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, the law mandates the special prosecutor to investigate specific cases of alleged corruption or corruption-related offences involving public officers and persons who have been entrusted with prominent public functions in Ghana or outside Ghana. Honourable members, I would therefore urge the special prosecutor to operate within the ambit of the law.
The Member of Parliament for Ofori-Atta, Vincent Ekowasifua, also spoke to journalists on plans to take legal action against the government over its termination of appointments of persons recruited into the public service after the December 7 elections.
We should remember that the intent of the framers of the Constitution was that the term of office for a president is 4 years. It did not say 4 years minus a month or 4 years minus 2 weeks. It said 4 years. So anything that is validly done, that goes through the proper procedures to happen, is valid under the laws of the Republic of Ghana. It cannot be negated by the mere fact that there has been a change of government. That is not constitutionality. That is autocracy.
The Council of State election in the Ashanti region descended into chaos when a group of unidentified thugs stormed the voting center, disrupting the sorting and counting of ballots. This forced the Electoral Commission officials to suspend the process. Addressing journalists in Parliament on Wednesday, the MP for Asante Mampong, Kweku Amprachum Sapong, condemned the violence and called for the arrest and prosecution of persons linked to the chaos.
We ask, is this the democracy that Mahama-led government claims to uphold? Is this what the NDC means by governance? We will not sit idly whilst the will of the people are subverted through violence and intimidation. As the Ashanti Regional Caucus of Parliament, we make the following urgent demands. 1. Immediate arrest and prosecution of the perpetrators. The individuals behind this shameful act, including Zuba, must be arrested immediately and made to face the full rigors of the law.
Lawmakers believe that state institutions must be allowed to carry out their duties without any interference. Reporting for ChannelOne News from Parliament, Ni Ayukweyi Okan.